building, we taking it over.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Washington Commanders taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Commanders. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. 7 yards there and a first down. Now an inside give to McCoy. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Mahomes going to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. He showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
He'll get this to about the 38. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and very short, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the 1st quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. 2nd and 8. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle, here's McCoy. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 2. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now the LA offense ready for this next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his right. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks. Get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 30 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out
comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Now, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. They run a draw here on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Well, look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Williams from a yard out. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Rams going to take over late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And that is no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the New York Giants. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, right, Coach. Thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected, but I know this will surprise you.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man here is Benson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 24 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 2nd down at 5. it's Mahomes again. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. Left side caught by Matthews. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Looking to throw. And Matthews has it right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's a give up the middle. Gets past one man, and he's taken down inside the 30. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Right back to him on first down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now. But you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there, gets him down to the 6-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Tenth carry now for McCoy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's McCoy. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go back to the ground with McCoy.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 111 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Caught out right by Renfro. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McCoy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes. Fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now back to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
There you go. Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Williams. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. He finds his target. It's Matthews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that 3rd down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space. And after he caught it, he did a nice job picking up the 1st down.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown.